For my first impressions video, I'm going to be going over Jamila henna powder, Indian henna powder, and then I'm going to combine the two to see what the hype is about. I'm going to separate this into 3 parts. Part 1 will be on Jamila, part 2 on Indian, and part 3 will be on them both. Impressions video, and I want to begin by getting Jamila henna powder into its own container. The first thing I can notice on the packaging is that it has its expiry date on it as June 2016, and it has a batch number on it. I think that's pretty awesome. I'm not really sure how this is going to come out or if it's going to spread out everywhere, but just in case, I want to get everything down to the bottom as much as I can. Yeah. It's all falling out. So unlike Rajasthani henna powder, this doesn't have a separate packaging inside it. The outer packaging is the only packaging for it. I'm just going to close the lid and I'm going to show you how much henna there was in that one packet. Right, this is the Rajasthani henna powder that I bought a while back. I just want to compare the two together, and the first thing that is noticeable is that this is just slightly darker, only slightly darker than the Rajasthani henna powder, which I find surprising because in a lot of videos that I saw, Jamila was noticeably darker than Raj powder, but it's actually not that much darker. I'd say that Raj powder has a much stronger smell. I want to try mixing Jamila henna powder now to see what kind of a paste it creates. You might be able to see in there are lumps, but I'm hoping they will disappear when you start mixing them because Raj also has lumps in it. Noticeable is that the formula is not even close to being as sticky as Raj powder, which makes sense because Raj is known for being incredibly stringy. I'd say that makes it easier to mix. It makes it easier to mix because with Raj powder, it does this weird thing where when you put liquid into it, you have to mix it for quite a while before you see the impact of the liquid in it. Which basically means that if you put liquid in, mix it around a little bit, and then put some more liquid in, you might end up finding a bit too late that you've put too much liquid in, because of the very strange way that Raj powder absorbs the liquid. But with Jamila henna powder, I can see that with a little bit of mixing after the liquid goes in, you can see its true consistency, and you can pretty much start loading in water soon after, and you won't risk putting too much in. At this point, I'd say there's nothing really special about it, but you're obviously not going to see anything special about it until you get it on your skin and you see how it stays. It's been 48 hours since I left this out for dye release, so I'm just going to check to see if dye release has been achieved. I don't know what I'm doing. I completely mucked that up. You know what? Let's test out some dots right now. That was too easy for words. That was too easy, but yeah, my designs are really off right now. Just ignore the rubbish doodling that I'm doing, but they came out so easily. And they stayed a perfect circle. With Raj, it's completely different because it's such a gooey formula that when you try and pick up your cone after completing the dot, the henna on the dot will stick to the cone, and then you'll end up with this piece that comes off and then hangs down, and it does end up ruining the design. So Raj doesn't work well with dots, but this definitely does. Not the most perfect lines, but my hands are really off right now. Line work is... okay, Raj is better for the line work. I'll definitely admit that it doesn't come out as nicely as Raj does when it comes to the line work. But that's probably why henna artists mix Raj and Jamila together, so that line work can be perfected and the great quality of the Jamila powder can be used to create these perfect dots. Look how ridiculous that looks. But I should really take it off before it starts staining. I think I am going to conclude this video here. That was my first impression for Jamila henna powder. Bearing in mind that this is only a first impression. It's not a review. For me to do a review, I would need to use the product quite a few times, test it out with different formulas, and get an idea of the real quality of the henna powder. But this is purely me trying it out for the first time and seeing what I think about it. That's the end of this first impressions video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys found something useful out of it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.